The trading hall is finally coming together. Villagers are inside. Today, I decided to take the next step forward. I planned to craft a lectern. Because with a lectern, a villager can get a new job, the librarian. This role is extremely important because it helps with enchantments, and enchantments will make survival much easier in the days ahead. But to make this happen, I needed books. And for books, I needed leather and paper. Leather was one thing, but paper needed something else: sugarcane. And that's when I realized this was the perfect time to build a sugarcane farm. Because without sugarcane, no paper, no books, and without books, no librarian upgrades. Out of nowhere, a creeper came from behind and exploded right next to me. For a second, my heart stopped. After that, I started removing the dirt in one straight line, block by block. I kept cleaning the area, making it perfectly aligned, so we could have enough space, a proper place, where we could plant sugarcane. So this is what I did. I removed the dirt in the middle, then I left a 2-block gap. After that, I removed the dirt again, and once more, I left a 2-block gap. These 2-block gaps are where the sugarcane will grow, and the space in between, the empty gaps, that's where the water goes, because without water, sugarcane simply won't grow. And after that, I started fixing the damage, block by block. I began filling the crater that the creeper had created. These creepers, they never let you live in peace. No idea where they come from. No footsteps, no warning. They don't have the courage to come from the front. They always explode from behind. Every single time. But still, I fixed everything because in survival, you don't rage quit, you rebuild. And the next day, I finally started planting the sugarcane across the farm, row by row, block by block. After all the planning, all the fixing, this was the moment where the farm finally came to life. I didn't build this sugarcane farm just to fill empty land. This farm exists for one reason: progress. In Minecraft, some blocks look simple, but they decide your future. Sugarcane is one of them. From sugarcane, we create paper. And paper isn't just paper. It opens doors. With paper, I can craft a lectern, and that single lectern gives a villager a new life, a librarian. And a librarian isn't just a villager. He is access to enchantments, to powerful books, to survival advantages. Once the librarian is ready, I can start trading paper, trade after trade, emerald after emerald. And emeralds, they change everything. With emeralds, I can buy better gear, better tools, and prepare for harder days ahead. This farm may look small, this setup may look simple, but this is the backbone of my world. Every sugarcane that grows here pushes me one step forward, from surviving to dominating. And while planting and collecting sugarcane, I noticed something. A baby turtle. It was really small and really cute, but I knew one thing: if I left it there, it wouldn't survive. So I looked around, and then I had an idea. There was water between the sugarcane rows, placed there to help the farm grow. So I carefully pushed the baby turtle and placed it in the water. Now it was safe and protected. Sometimes, survival isn't just about building farms, but it's also about saving lives. After planting all the sugarcane, I used whatever was left and crafted a good amount of paper. Paper was ready, and that felt like progress. But the real goal was still ahead: books. So I walked to my chest, hoping I still had some leather left. And luckily, I found one book. But one wasn't enough. So while moving forward, I went hunting. I took down a few cows, not for fun, but for survival. They dropped leather, just enough to move ahead. I crafted books, one by one. And then, bookshelves. These bookshelves weren't just decoration, they were the key to build a proper library. And once the library is ready, the journey truly begins. After setting everything up, I pushed a villager inside the room. It wasn't easy. They never cooperate. But once he was inside, I gave him a job. A librarian. This wasn't just any villager anymore. He was my gateway to enchanted tools, better gear, better survival, and a stronger future. This single villager could change everything. Because in Minecraft, knowledge is power. And after that, I brought in the Fletcher villagers. One by one, I moved them inside the room. Once they were in, I assigned them their jobs. Fletchers. This was important because Fletchers mean emeralds. With sticks, with simple trades, I could now earn emeralds easily. No mining, no risk, just smart trading. This setup made my emerald work smooth and efficient. Slowly, the trading hall was becoming complete. The next day, I went down to the second floor, and there he was, a zombie, staring at my farm. I tried a surprise attack, but something went wrong. One small accident, and suddenly, I was in trouble. After that, I moved forward, and suddenly, I saw something strange, a zombie horse. Out of nowhere, I was confused. Since when do horses turn into zombies? I had no idea. This was the first time I ever saw something like this. Minecraft never stops surprising me. After everything that happened, I needed something simple, but important. Not diamonds, not emeralds, coal. Nearby, I found a place covered in stone. And places like this, they hide coal everywhere. So I went in, pickaxe in hand. Block by block, I started mining. Coal kept dropping, one after another. This might look basic, but coal is survival. It powers furnaces, it lights up the night. Coal does it all. And the best part, it costs nothing, just time and effort. In the early days, in the middle days. Now you might be wondering, why did I collect so much coal? The answer is simple, because we're about to go mining. And not just casual mining, serious mining. For that, I'll need a lot of coal and iron. Because the next step is building something powerful. A blast furnace. This changes everything. With a blast furnace, we can unlock the Armorer Villager. And once the Armorer is unlocked, armor making becomes easy, affordable, efficient. Diamond armor, enchanted armor, all of it at a very low cost. No endless grinding, no wasting diamonds, just smart trading. This is how survival works. Not by rushing, but by planning. And this is only the beginning. After crafting a total of 36 torches, I finally stepped into the mines. Slow, careful, and fully alert. Because in this world, you never know what's waiting in the dark. One mistake, and everything can be over. So I mined smart, watching every corner, listening to every sound. And then I saw it. Coal, right in front of me. I didn't rush. First things first, I collected the coal properly. Because coal isn't just fuel, it's survival. And before going deeper, I made sure I was prepared. Near the cave entrance, I started checking the walls carefully. And that's when I noticed that something interesting. In dark caves, iron is easier to spot. It shines. Even in complete darkness, the iron blocks glow just enough to catch your eye. And most of the ores, copper and iron, they weren't on the ground. They were up there, on the cave walls, stuck high above. So instead of digging blindly, I focused on the walls. Because that's where the real resources were hiding. After collecting some iron, I ran into zombies again. But this time, they were different. They were holding iron swords. That's when I knew this fight wasn't worth it. I didn't need more, just enough iron to get the job done. At this moment, I had only 8 iron left. Not much, but enough to survive. So I walked back, straight to the furnace. I placed the iron inside and waited. The furnace started glowing. The sound of smelting filled the room. But my mind was not calm. Because I knew this sword in my hand was about to break. And in a place like this, a broken sword means death. I could hear them, footsteps, growls, monsters everywhere. This area was crawling with mobs. So I made a decision. No greed. No risk. Until this place is cleared, there will be no more iron mining. I watched the furnace carefully, second by second, because the moment it finishes, I'll need a new weapon, a stronger sword. Only then, I can fight back. In this world, one mistake, and everything is over. So for now, I stay alert. I stay alive, because survival comes first. And finally, it happened. My sword broke, right in the middle of the fight. For a second, everything slowed down. This could have been the end. But luck was on my side, because earlier, I was prepared. I had already crafted another iron sword and kept it safely in my inventory. And now, this was the moment. The perfect moment. I pulled the sword out, no fear, no hesitation. Only one thought, fight back. This was not the time to run. This was the time to strike. With a fresh sword in my hand, I stepped forward. Ready, focused, alive. This world tests you. But preparation is what keeps you alive. After the fight, my health was low. 2 more hits, and it was over. So I backed off, straight to the furnace. I grabbed the iron, as fast as I could. I checked my inventory. Only a few pieces of meat left. No choice. I cooked them immediately. The sound of food sizzling never felt this comforting. I ate, slowly, watching my health regenerate, heart still racing. Just when things felt safe again, a zombie showed up. Out of nowhere. No rest. No peace. I took it down, and only then, I moved forward again. In this world, you don't get breaks. You only survive if you stay alert. And then, things got worse. Not one, but 2 zombies. Father and son, both coming at me. At the same time, I raised my shield. My shield broke at the worst possible moment. No defense, no backup, just me and my sword. I fought back. Both went down. And once again, I survived. After that, I moved forward. Because in this world, you don't stop. You adapt. And you keep going. After that, I went back to mining. Iron first, and then coal. I stayed alert, listening to every sound. Pickaxe in my hand, eyes on the walls. While mining, I noticed something glowing, shining in the darkness. Crystals. They caught my eye, so I followed them. I went down, just to check. Maybe iron, maybe something rare, but nothing. No iron. No luck. Just silence. So I came back up. Back to where I belonged. Back to mining. Because in this world, not every glow is treasure. And after that, I saw a slime coming straight towards me. I went to fight it, and I killed it. But right after that, I saw a creeper. As soon as I noticed it, I backed off. Because I didn't want my journey to end here. I wasn't ready to risk everything. And then, more mobs started coming. It felt like a full mob party. In front of me, 1 creeper, 1 skeleton, 2 zombies, and 1 spider. It felt like I was partying with mobs. It was fun, but at the same time, I was scared. Because one wrong move, and I could die right there. So to fight these stubborn zombies, I came up with a trick. The boat technique. As soon as they came close, I placed the boat. And boom, they got trapped inside. The plan was working. One by one, I was taking them down. Even the skeleton, I trapped him too. But this guy, he just wouldn't stop. Sitting inside the boat, and still shooting arrows at me. Arrow after arrow, hitting me nonstop. I was like, what kind of luck is this, man? At first, the skeleton was already shooting arrows at me. And then, out of nowhere, a zombie joined him. I was like, seriously? Now this too. My health was dropping fast. Really fast. So I backed off. No hero moves right now. This was survival. I knew one thing. If I fight like this, I'm dead. At that moment, only one idea came to my mind. Go near the wall and seal myself in. Because honestly, That was the only way to survive. So I blocked myself inside, completely sealed. And then, when things felt a little quiet, I broke out. And this time, I didn't run. I attacked. After that fight, I finally get a little time. No mobs, no noise, just silence. So I don't waste it. I start mining the iron nearby. Because honestly, that's why I came here. I need iron. A lot of iron. Not extra. Just enough to get my work done. So I go back to mining. One block at a time. Carefully. Focused. Now I move to the side, where I actually saw that creeper. And right there, I spot a lot of iron. So I start mining. But behind me, it's completely dark. I don't know when or from where a monster might show up. So I stay alert. Every second, every sound. And I keep collecting iron. Slowly, carefully. Again, a skeleton. At the worst possible time. No shield. No backup. Just me. For a second, I panic. But then, an idea hits me. I place 2 sand blocks right in front of me to block his arrows. I don't chase him. I let him come to me. And he does. The moment he gets close, I finish him. Clean. Easy. Sometimes, at moments like these, your brain gives you ideas so good, they save your life. After that, I heard the sound of a witch. I had no intention of fighting her at all, so I quietly left the area. A witch is the kind of enemy that can drain my entire health with just a spell. At times like these, walking away from the area is the smartest choice. Because in this world, danger can strike at any moment. By the time I returned, night had already fallen. I decided it was best to get some rest. There was no rush to leave tonight. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up and continue the work on the trading hall. I began by crafting a stone furnace and putting iron in to smelt. Then I made an iron axe and started cutting down trees more efficiently. After that, I crafted planks from wood, and by combining planks with sticks, I made fences. I needed a secure place where I could keep animals safely. That's why I chose the area on the left side of the farm. I liked that spot, so for now, I built a small enclosure where I can keep animals like cows, pigs, and chickens. Nearby, I found a cow and a sheep. I brought them back and placed them inside the animal pen. I finally had the space, and my first animals too, which felt like a good start. After that, I went out again to search for a few more animals. Then I went out again to search for more animals. Luckily, I found 2 pigs outside, so I brought them back with me and placed them inside the animal pen. After a while, I organized the animal pen, separating them properly, pigs on one side and cows and sheep on the other. While doing all this, night fell once again. I went to bed, and the next morning, I headed out to search for more animals. I returned with a sheep and a pig. I brought the sheep inside, and then guided the pig into the rest of the animal pen. I searched once more and brought back another cow. With that, I now had 2 cows, 2 sheep, and 3 pigs. The farm finally felt complete, for now. At night, I noticed that the area near the farm was extremely dark, and a lot of mobs were spawning there. I had about 4 torches with me, so I placed them around the area. But soon, zombies started following me from behind. I quickly went to bed, and the next day, I knew I had to do something about this. For now, I'm planning to build a blast furnace. To make it, I just need some smooth stone. So I've already put stone into the furnace. While it's smelting, I decided to get some other work done, like harvesting sugarcane so we can make paper. Breaking sugarcane like this feels really boring. I keep thinking, if a machine could do this work for me, it would be so much better. I haven't planned anything yet, but sooner or later, I'll have to build something automatic. Because in this world, if I want to survive and grow, some things have to be done the proper way. Once again, the sun was setting. Watching it go down reminded me of something I couldn't explain. Yesterday, I noticed a lot of zombies spawning around the farm. This time, I knew I had to do something. I crafted plenty of torches using coal and sticks and started placing them around the farm, making sure mobs wouldn't spawn here anymore. While I was doing all this, the smooth stone finished smelting. Now I was finally ready to build a blast furnace. and I successfully crafted it. With that done, it was time to properly focus on completing the trading hall. After that, I picked up another villager and moved him into the room as well. I locked him in using his workstation, and he got a new job as an armorer. So now, both of these villagers are armorers. I'll need to level them up and unlock their trades so they can actually provide me with armor. The setup is done perfectly. After that, I bought some rabbit stew. I was literally about to eat it, but I don't know. Man, where did this creeper come from? Like seriously, what kind of luck is this? Why does this always happen to me? Just like the creeper appeared without warning, this episode comes to an end. The journey pauses here, but it's far from over. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, remember to like, share, and subscribe. A new video awaits. Till then, goodbye.